joined by Drogheda United manager Kevin Doherty after tonight's 2-1 win against St Pat's. Kev, huge result.
Yeah, it was amazing. Probably one of the best nights we've had. Particularly, probably the nature of it and the last kick of the game, more or less. Scoring the last kick last week as well, actually on Monday. But to have that performance against Pats, have won 7 out of the last 8 in our third game of the week. Again, I know, like, there's so many young lads on the bench, it's hard to freshen it up too much. But yeah, look, the performance, and I thought we should have scored more. But again, I certainly don't be getting greedy. It was a brilliant win. Right from Andy, and again I mentioned Andy, 17 years of age, big future.
Yeah, huge future. Obviously, such a big night because I feel, Cork were coming into this one, and I know that Cork playing Dundalk tonight, but they were coming off some really good wins over the last couple of weeks, and they were starting to put the pressure on. And obviously, we had dropped to 9th place after the result against Shells on Monday. So, as you were just saying off air there, 3 games before, like 3 games in the trot now, and it's a big result tonight because, I feel like Pats, as you said, were 6 out of the last 7 or something. So they've been in really good form. And I've even watched their game against Derry the other night, and they were fantastic. So.
Yeah, but if you think Pats beaten Derry 4-1 on Monday, and then we're after beating them 2-1. But yeah, again, like, we can't control Cork winning 4 games. The only game we could have probably was the one that they won here. Like, it's always going to happen. I did feel, and I can feel it myself, losing the 2 games over a weekend, it does put you in as if it's doom and gloom. We've won 3 of our last 5. Like, we've won nearly as many games now already this than we only won 9 last year or something. Won 6 now. So we've been absolutely excellent. 23 points now. That's unbelievable. Like, again, don't forget, you might get carried away. Don't forget what people thought we were going to be right down the bottom with UC. And again, look, still could be UC, could pick up and go on a run. And I'm not being disrespectful to UC. That's what everyone was predicting us for. But we're not. And what I said to the lads, because I felt we were very hard done by with the penalty, and I said to the lads at half time, don't let that define the game. And at first they didn't. They went out and won it. And
it was a game we probably fully deserved to win as well. There's so many chances in the game that you could talk about as well, and you were going to kind of starting to feel like it was going to be one of them nights again. Like, we've had many of them nights this season where we've ruined our missed chances, but obviously the break at the end is it's fantastic, and the 2 lads, they showed the composure that Marky did, and I honestly think he's one of the best players in the country in that sort of situation.
I'm absolutely delighted about Derek, because he knows what I'm saying to him. He gets into something, and in the first half he got into position and I thought he should have shot, but he didn't want it. He eventually had to shoot. He's already 5 yards out, but the composure, the touch, again, it was excellent. There was so many pleasing elements. But again, and that's what it's for. That's what football is for. That's what the supporters are here for. That drama, that excitement. And again, as I said to the player before the game, like, it's 2 weeks till we play again. Most of the lads, myself included, are going off on holidays tomorrow. Like, it makes a big difference. Believe me, you can ask my wife and daughter what it's like when you go away on holidays and you've been beaten. So again, it does make a big difference to everyone for their families, and just to have that lift and that enjoyment. Like, again, I ran onto the pitch, stupid, and probably should have been booked, whatever, but it was just the emotion. It was brilliant. It's one of the best nights. We've had some good nights and some big nights even this year. We've beaten Pats, Rovers, Derry this year, but I think just that late. I don't celebrate goals much, but I sort of knew I could. Yeah, it was brilliant.
And the fans again tonight, just coming in, and from the start they were so loud, and even off the back of some unlucky results in the last couple of games. So for them to turn up in the way they did tonight in the numbers, and they fully deserve that sort of scenes at the end.
100%. And again, that's what it's all about. But this is the thing, like, and a few of them walked across before. They're brilliant, and they have been since crowds were allowed back, and then particularly since I took the job. I think the crowds have gone up, and again, like, just to get that moment with them after the games is what it's all about. We all have jobs. It's my job, and I want to be as successful. I want Drogheda to be as successful as possible. I want everyone, the players, to be successful. That's what it's really about. I'm probably being a bit airy-fairy or whatever, I don't know, but it is. It's like, I told Andrew Wogan when I was talking to him, because again, it's a big difference playing 19th and coming in. And I spoke to him after Monday, and he thought he was brilliant on Monday. But I said, wait till you get the feeling. It's nothing compares to it in the world. Them sitting up there now, having just absolutely wrecked. Like, after giving everything, third game in the week, and all the lads sitting up there now, there's no better feeling in the world.
And I know, probably the turning point in the game I thought was when Alicia made that tackle at the end. I thought they were just going to get in there and get a goal, but obviously it was such a good tackle, and he's just been such a big player for us. And I know there's a lot of talk about his future with the club, and will he be here till the end of the season? Obviously remains to be seen, but that was a big moment.
Yeah, no, big time. Like, he was just the recovery, the pace, the tackle itself. He's been excellent. And look, a lot of the time it's Freddie, and rightly so. And I believe he was nominated for Player of the Month, and like he's really, he's been absolutely brilliant. But at least it doesn't go unnoticed. He's been excellent for us. But the two boys, yeah, and we will look for the break now, and we'll know more after the break or whatever, or closer to the end of June. But as long as they're here, we'll make every use of them, because they've been absolutely fantastic for us.
And I'm sure you'd love to hold on to the two of them.
Yeah, but then they'll have to sign loads of players. But we're not in that position, so we'll see.
Yeah, and just finally, again, I know you're talking about your holidays and that, but I'm sure you'll still be thinking about the next game to come, because it is the Louth derby, and we've had some great nights here against Dundalk, so hoping to make that another one.
Of course, yeah. Look, I say about common holidays, that's just the break, but didn't quite make it last year after the break. I was sick, so I couldn't. But yeah, it's a great game to come into. They're after going to win tonight, so I think they've won 2 in a row. So yeah, it's going to be a good crowd, good atmosphere. Brilliant. Looking forward to it.
Lovely. Thanks, Kevin. Enjoy your holidays.
Thank you.